happening, people? I want to talk to you today about some things you should think about before you buy your glasses. Hey, look, you got Shirley here. And we're looking at life through my lens as an optician with 30 years of experience. So let's just get right into it. Number one, choose the right lenses. Now, what's going to be important when you think about choosing the right lenses? You need to look at your prescription and your lifestyle. Your pocket, that's going to be a factor, how much money you have to spend, because glasses are not inexpensive. They're expensive. Okay, so when choosing the right lens, you want to consider anti-reflective coating. Anti-reflective coating is going to help you at night for night driving. It's also going to cut glare, like if you're sitting at a computer screen, or glare coming from the overhead lights. If you spend a lot of time on screens, you're going to want blue filter. Blue light causes eye fatigue and eye strain, and you can get a coating that will filter that out for you to make that less of a problem. Do you need single vision? If you don't need single vision, do you need a bifocal? Are you going to want it to have a line, or do you want it without a line? What do you want? Deciding these things can improve your vision, clarity, and comfort based on what you need. Okay? Blue light, let's say you spend a lot of time on a screen and you don't get blue light filter. You're going to have eye strain. You're going to have eye strain. That's just a fact of what happens with blue light. So you want to get something to protect yourself. If you're driving at night, you don't want to be out on the road. I don't want you out on the road without anti-reflective coating on your lenses to cut glare. So you really need to choose the right lenses. Is your prescription a really heavy prescription? So do you need to get lenses that are going to make them thinner and lighter weight? All of these things are things you should consider. Okay, number 2. Frame fit matters. Okay. Your frame should complement your face shape. It should feel comfortable. It should be comfortable on the nose and on the ears. Lightweight. You want all of that because you're going to have this on your face all day. And you don't want them slipping down your nose. So, frame fit matters. Because there's nothing worse than having to keep pushing your glasses up because they're sliding down your nose. So, when you're... Look at my glasses. All right. I don't know how well you can see those nose pads, but those nose pads lay on my nose like this. They're not doing this. Well, they may lay a little bit like this. They call this a splay angle. So they have to splay a little bit, but they're flat. They're not like standing up like this, digging into the side of my nose, or coming away from my nose like this. They're flat on my nose. You want to make sure the frame is straight. It's best to make sure your eyes are centered. As you can see, my eyes are centered in this frame. When you're looking at the frame, you want to make sure that it's not digging in here, leaving a dent in the side of your head. As you can see, my frame goes straight back. It doesn't bow out and it doesn't dig in. It goes straight back. Okay, and you want to make sure that your temple is long enough so that it curves around your ear properly. Okay, getting those nose pads to sit where they need to and that bend on that temple to line up with your ear correctly, and making sure that your frames are wide enough and not too wide, is going to make all the difference in how they fit. Now, if you go to a reputable place, your optician is going to help you with that. Your optician is going to help you pick out something that fits properly. Okay? And if it doesn't, they'll help you pick out something that can be adjusted to fit properly. If it's something that you can't adjust and it doesn't fit, you don't want it. Now, if I had this is a metal frame. If I had a plastic frame, this would not be fitting properly. If the frame was plastic, which this is not, this is metal, but if it were plastic, I would want this to rest right down on my nose. Okay? I don't want this gap here, in other words, if it's a plastic frame. And you want to make sure that it looks good. You don't want a frame that sits up high like this. That doesn't look good. You don't want something that's down here like this. Now, some people like to wear their glasses like that. Now, if you're comfortable with that, that's something different. But me, I could never wear my glasses like this. They gotta sit right here. Okay? Now, me, myself, as an optician doing this forever, I always tell people, I'm going to help you with fit and function. You gotta be the one to decide on shape and color and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna do that. Once we get something picked out, I'm gonna let you know if it fits and if it's gonna be functional for what you need. Okay, so frame fit matters. Lens maintenance and care. Proper cleaning with lens wipes or a microfiber cloth extends the life of your glasses. Avoid paper towels and harsh chemicals to prevent scratching. You don't want to use paper on your lenses. You don't want to wipe your lenses dry. Okay? I use these. And I will put a link in the description for these. These are good. But I also recommend that you get spray cleaner and a microfiber cloth. Those wipes are best for like convenience. So like if you need to clean your glasses in the car, or you want to keep a couple in your desk at work. But at home, when you're cleaning your glasses on a regular basis, I suggest you wet them really well, whether it be running them under a faucet or spraying them down really well with lens cleaner, and use a microfiber cloth to clean them. That's going to be the best way to maintain and care for your glasses. Another thing, when these glasses are not on your face, you want to sit them down like this, not like this on the lenses. You want them to rest like this when you sit them down. Or better yet, you want to put them in a case. When they're not on your face, they need to be in a case. That's something I tell every kid when they get their first pair of glasses, to help them remember. When you're not wearing these, don't just put them anywhere. They need to be in a case. Okay, here we go. Number 4. Prescription updates. Your vision changes over time, so getting an annual eye exam will ensure your prescription is accurate, reducing eye strain and headaches. Okay, so over time, your vision could change. We get people, you know, it's most of the time it's older folks. They come in and they're like, well, I just was here in January for an exam and it's now June, July, and my vision, I don't see well. And I have to try to explain to them, your vision could have changed in that amount of time. Your vision can change in a month's time, depending on what's going on with you. Okay? If you have something like diabetes, With your sugar fluctuating, your vision is going to fluctuate. Okay, so it's important to get a regular eye exam, but it's also important to understand that your vision can change over time. Okay, just because you get an exam in January doesn't mean that your vision is not going to change by the time June rolls around. Okay, you may not make it to the next January before you need to have your eyes examined again, especially if you have chronic health conditions. Okay, so number 4, it's important to get an annual eye exam. That's one of the big rules. Okay, number 5, glasses as a style statement. Glasses are both functional and fashionable, with different styles helping to enhance personal style while boosting your confidence. So in other words, you want to get a pair of glasses that you feel like you look good in. I get lots of compliments on these glasses. Most of the glasses that I pick out, I get a lot of compliments on, because I always try to find that pair where I'm like, yeah. And they're all different. Like I have some big clunky, big black glasses. Everybody loved them. And it was just something different I was trying. These are a nice shape for my face, because I have kind of a round face. So my glasses are kind of angled. They're kind of flat on the bottom. They're kind of straight here, but it's kind of a cat eye. But they're not rectangle and they're not round. So this shape looks good on me. Most of my glasses are this shape. They may look different. Like I've had plastic frames, I've had metal frames, I've had black frames, gold frames, brown frames. But the basic shape is usually the same. This is what I look good in for my face shape. So it's important to consider that. What face shape do you have? If you've got a round face, you want something that's more squared off or angled instead of rectangular square. Okay, if you've got a kind of square face, oblong, you're going to want something that's more round. Okay, so what I found is the best thing to do is to try some things on, because a lot of times people will look at things on the board and go, no, and they won't even try it on. And then I give it to them and say, try it on. And then they're like, oh, I like that. See, that's what I said. You looking at it, you may not like it right off, but when you try it on, it may accentuate your features and look really nice on you. So don't limit yourself when you're looking at frames. Try stuff on. Okay, and like we talked about before, depending on your prescription, if you have a really heavy prescription, you want to go as small as you can possibly go, but you want it to fit. I'm not saying you got to get something that doesn't fit, but you want to go as small as you possibly can go, because that's going to cut down on the thickness and the weight of the lenses. And you want it to look nice on you. Okay, look guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope that you've learned something with these 5 tips. If you have, smash that like button. Come on now, smash that like button so that I can bring more content to you like this. Okay, guys, until next time, bye.